Hello again. Yes, I have another Soviet meter. Uh, this I have waited well over a month for this, coming from Ukraine. I had been after one for a while. If I had known how complicated it was to operate, I probably wouldn't have bought it, but it was cheap. It looks cool, and now that I have it, yeah, I'm quite happy with it. This is called the ELAT. As you can see, I went for one that came with its box and all its packaging material, all the instruction manual. What's really nice about this is it actually comes with this little piece of paper, and I wasn't sure what it was. I was pretty sure that it was addresses from looking at it, because a lot of these look like street codes. So running it through Google Translate, that's actually a list of all the offices where you could report radiological findings to. So if you were out and about and you suddenly discovered that your background radiation level was a lot higher, you could call these offices, or drive over or walk over, probably as most Soviet people would have been doing then, catching the bus, and you could report your findings to these offices, which I think is really, really interesting and something I've never seen before. What else? Yeah, the instruction manual is really nice. As you can see, the box has not fared very well over the years. This meter dates from 1990, and like quite a few of my other meters, again, it's another one of the Chernobyl meters that sort of Chernobyl disaster spawned, incarnations of thousands of different little household radio meters. And the instruction manual, very, very, very complicated. Again, I've run it through Google Translate. The ELAT works in a very, very strange way. As you can see, there is no display on it at all, and very similar to the azimuth meter, which I'll grab very, very quickly here. This is probably the closest thing to it, but it does have a display and it does have flashing lights. So if you were to take the flashing lights away, and if you were to take away the little display, you're left with the ELAT, and all it has is sound. That's it. It has nothing else. And if I move my little light over a little bit, so you can see these, but it doesn't blind this. You can see a couple of little scales up there, and we have a multifunction switch that switches between low range and high range. On the top, we have two lights. We have a red light and we have a green light, and we have this button here that tells you if the battery is in good condition. And then we have on-off switch, and then that is also a threshold switch as well. So the way the unit works is that is it in its low range, and it measures from 0.6 microsieverts to 4 microsieverts, and then in the high range it measures from 4.8 microsieverts to 32 microsieverts. And you may say, well, how do you know it gets that? Well, in the low range, if I turn the unit on, and once you turn it on, you hear the beep noise there that happened. I now have it on the lowest part, which if I bring it right back to here. So the way it is now, with, let me see, that's on number 1 now. So there's 1, so we're at 0.6. So if I hold my finger on the button at the top, that is it detecting radiation. And if I bring this piece of pitch blende over and take it out of the box, that now means that it's past the threshold. So we know we are above 0.6. So because it went so crazy there, we'll bring it right up to 4. So if I turn, you can see the little white notches. If if I turn this right up to number 4, which is that one, and if I align the white notch with that little dot there, which brings us down. So we're on number 4 now, which is 4 microsieverts. So I'll hold my finger on it again so you can hear it detecting. And you can hear that we have bypassed 4 microsieverts with that one. So now, if I bring it down to the highest level, which we're measuring from 4.8 microsieverts to 32 microsieverts, we are on the highest level, which is 32. And again, I will hold my finger on it. So the way that is detecting at the moment, it is saying that the, so again, it is detecting that the gamma is around 32. So I would say the way it's beeping, we'll go to 16, we'll try it. So we'll go back to 16, which is here. And there you heard that so there we go, we're on 16. So the gamma reading on this is between 16 and 32 microsieverts. And that's how you work out what the radiation level is. And yes, it's very, very simple. And I'm sure this was a very, very cheap item when it was originally sold in Soviet Russia. I love all the writing. You know, see gamma there, and now the tube inside is shielded, so you'll only be getting very hard beta and gamma from this, and the tube is just in here. And again, it's an SBM 20. But yeah, trying to work out really, a close approximation of what the radiation level is not easy with this. You're sort of messing about a little bit with it. But what I will do is just to show. There is my therapy, and let me see how accurate it is. So the therapy is giving me 47, 45, 44, 43, 34, okay. Now obviously the therapy, I'll turn off the threshold. The therapy really only has that bit of shielding on it. And I would be, right, that's quite interesting. So it is reasonably accurate. I wouldn't say it's 100%, but again, we don't know what the shielding is like on this compared to the therapy really. So this could have a slightly larger piece of lead or, I don't know, aluminium around it. I'm not 100% sure how it opens. It appears to just crack open, but I don't want to break it. I'll see if I can find any photographs online of this opened, and if I can, I'll overlay them on the screen. But yeah, you can see there then that compared to other meters, it's not the easiest thing to operate. There's only one video of this in use, other video of this in use on YouTube. It's in Ukrainian, and or at least I believe it's in Ukrainian. I'm not 100% sure. I'm sorry if I've offended any of our Eastern cousins. But yeah, it's obviously reading the instructions through Google Translate give me the basic operation guide of this, and yeah, I'm able to use it. But would I be using this on a day-to-day basis? No, not at all. If a nuclear war came, I think I could find something, cobble together something between my other 30 or 40 meters. But as a collectible item, yeah, it's pretty cool. And I really like as well, that's a little letter from the manufacturer saying thank you for sort of purchasing our Geiger counter, which I think is a really, really nice touch for something back from 1990. But yeah, there is another ex-Soviet meter from 1990. I wonder how many more I can get now of the Chernobyl meters. I'm sure there's There's probably quite a few left to get. They did make a lot of them in the late 80s, early 90s, so I'm sure there's a few more to go. But I'm up to, I think I've 10 now. So yeah, I'm doing well. But listen, as always, thank you very, very much for watching, and I'll see you all again next time. Bye-bye.